5 fragrances, my favorite fragrance pickups of 2018. Stay tuned. What's going on, my ladies and germs? My name's Joshua as always, and this is our channel, Sense. As my buddy Chris from the channel Mr. Siage used to say, to all my loyal, returning subscribers. I used to love when he did that stiff hand thing. Salute. And to all you people who are new, or maybe haven't been decisive when you visited in the past, and are thinking about subscribing, no guys, we aren't the Dallas Cowboys. We have done something relevant since 1995. Don't get mad, Henry. It's gonna be okay. We them boys. These are 5 fragrances that I've really enjoyed that I've picked up in the year 2019. Some of them were released this year. Some of them were released at previous times. I'm not 100% sure when they were released. I do know though that when I purchased them or procured them, I love them. Starting off the list is a fragrance that reminds me of Pharrell Williams and Daft Punk. It's a fragrance that I thought would definitely miss the mark and definitely would not catch up with 1 Million Privé and be one of the very few fragrances from the line that were acceptable in the mass majority's eyes and definitely acceptable in the fragrance community. But I was wrong. And the fragrance we're talking about is 1 Million's Lucky. 1 Million Lucky, in my opinion, is right between what 1 Million Cologne and 1 Million Privé is. It's something that's definitely fresh enough that you could get by with wearing in the warmer months, but it's definitely something that will smell fantastic in those cold winter months. It's definitely sweet, it definitely lasts long, and it definitely projects well. So far I've gotten nothing but compliments and nothing but knuckle bumps about how great this fragrance is. You should definitely check it out if you haven't. That's 1 Million's Lucky. Let's jump into a fragrance that was not released in 2018, but nonetheless is a fantastic fragrance, and I got such a steal on it that I just had to get it, guys. The fragrance we're talking about is from the house of Tom Ford. It's from its private collection. The fragrance is Oud Wood. As you can see, this is a big boy bottle. It's 100 ml. It looks like it's got about 60 mils left. I've probably burnt through about 15 mils of it. It's a great, smooth, easy wearing, sophisticated fragrance. When smelled, I feel it commands attention. It feels regal, it feels important. It's got a lot of woods in it. It definitely doesn't smell super oody and barnyardy. The oud kind of sits in the back. The rest of the woody notes come to the front. But what I like about this one, this is something you want to wear with someone that you care about, someone who's going to get close enough to smell this all day on you. It's not something that's going to project out. No, this is not Invictus Aqua. This is not Sauvage. This is a fragrance worn by a gentleman who doesn't need people clamoring to smell him. He's got the people who want to get close enough to smell him because of who he is. Number 2 on the list of fragrances that I enjoy that I got in 2019, Oud Wood. Going back to the designer world is the grown-up brother of Coach for men. It's Coach Platinum. Coach Platinum, as I've stated in previous videos, is a smoother, more sophisticated, more grown-up version of Coach's Coach. This is the one that you're gonna reach for if you're 30 plus. It's got a more smooth / powdery, kind of seductive note on that fresh take of Coach for men. It's an any-timer, any season kind of fragrance, and it's gonna work. And if you have the slightest bit of confidence and you can carry yourself better than a small child, you'll probably get complimented about how great you smell. Compliments don't just fall from the sky, guys. You have to be a human and interact with people. So a super easy grab if you're looking for a designer fragrance and you're tired of going with the Acqua di Gios and the YSLs of the world, the L'Hommes, go ahead and check out Coach Platinum. Jumping back into the niche world, yet again another huge bottle that I procured, mainly because it was an amazing deal. The fragrance we're talking about is African Leather by Memos. Funny story, I thought I got robbed in the trade that I did because I thought it was a fake bottle because I couldn't find these gold bottles anywhere. But thanks to my good buddy Alan over at Beverly Hills Perfumery, he let me know that the bottles that are 200 ml, the 6.7 ounce bottles, those bottles come in gold. This is a slightly animalic leather, but for me, I just feel so darn manly. I feel like I could chop stumps with my hand. I feel like I could build a house from thicket and wood and barley. I have no idea why I said barley. It just came to me. This is a very, very, very niche fragrance, but once worn on the skin, once it settles in, it smells so good, man. And I've gotten such great compliments from people my age in the mid-30s. They told me I smelled very manly and very engaging. And one of the coolest compliments I got was, you don't smell like everyone else running around trying to smell like a bar of soap. So if you're looking for something new or something different or something exciting that you want to try, check out Memos African Leather. Last but not least is a house that I'd like to think that I kind of put on the map when it comes to YouTube. My buddy over at the Instagram channel 6th Sense put me onto the house, but I'm the one I think who kind of talked a lot about this fragrance. Actually, I take that back. Robes08 also talked about it, but I was definitely on the same page as him. The fragrance we're talking about is Molinari's Fig. Or as Robes08 would say, Molinari. It's like a real heavy French word, you know. Molinari. Molinard. Sure, I don't have to go into an in-depth explanation of what this is. It's a fig-based fragrance, and many of you who know me know I love the note of fig. Another fragrance that I've hyped multiple times in the past is Vintage Green from Banana Republic. A great, great bang for you buck fragrance. But guys, I think this one takes the cake. This one can be had from crystalfragrance.com for somewhere around $50. It's a niche brand. I know people are gonna say, oh, well, that's kind of cheap for a niche brand. I'm sure it's more expensive if you buy directly from them, but Crystal Fragrance has the most ridiculous prices on the Molinari line. You should check them out. There's a lot of them. There's one called Vanilla Patchouli that's really good. There's one that's called Just Patchouli that's really good. Just a bunch of really good fragrances, but if I had to suggest one that's really fresh and inviting and well-rounded and just smells really good for what it is, Fig by Molinari. All right, guys, wrapping it up, that is my 5 fragrances that I purchased in the year 2018 that I definitely loved. If you haven't smelled these and you have maybe been living under a rock and didn't know Coach Platinum and 1 Million Lucky came out this year, well then, man, maybe you should go over to your local fragrance house and check it out. I thank you so much for stopping by. Go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section below. What are fragrances that you got in 2018 that you desperately love? And of any of these fragrances that I listed, have you gotten them? And if so, how'd you feel about them? And as always, and most certainly, I'll smell you later, people. Peace!
Say that.